Got my nine back at it, shorty. Back at it. Happy DC morning, shorty. Happy DC morning. Big kiss to my people. Big kiss. That's right, boy. I didn't used to do it, but I'm gonna start doing it. I'm gonna start doing it. Give y'all kisses, man. Because you are loved, boy. You are loved, and people want the best for you in any kind of situation you in. I'm talking about relationship wise, where you living at, whatever you living with someone, or if you're not living with someone. Um, Be truthful if you're dealing with someone. Find a way to be truthful. Hey, I don't want to be in this marriage anymore. I don't want to be engaged. I don't want to be uh, dating you anymore. You know, a lot of people are afraid to speak how they feel. You know, and then you come up with all kind of reasons to stay with somebody. Oh, I'm staying because of the kids and all that. Man, the kids don't care about you, and you don't care about them kids. Because then you end up cheating, and you use your washcloth when you get home and put your little dirty washcloth where you've been all over the place next to their washcloth. You go and you brush your teeth. You had your mouth all over the freaking city, and now it's brushing up against their toothbrushes. You see what I'm saying? You staying there for the kids, but then you're bringing them back STDs and craziness, and to the person that you're in a relationship with. They don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. And you're only here on this earth for a finite amount of time. You know? Speak up and ask for what you want. You know? If you no longer like her that much, she's not tall enough, she's not short enough, she's not small enough, she's not big enough. Let her know. Say, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but why not? But when people are in that box that they put you in, there's no passenger seating. And when you're gone, you are gone. You see what I'm saying? And then they go on with their life. Don't waste your life. Speak up and say what you want. Find a way to say what you want. Ladies, you have a man who's threatening your life, all that kind of stuff. If you leave him in all kind of bullcrap, get a gun, get the law involved, get ready to shoot his ass. Live your life. Find out how to live your life. Figure it out. You can figure it out. I know sometimes, well, every time it has to deal with money, you need money for a U-Haul truck, first month security deposit, gotta find a place to live. You know, people settle and they become dependents. You were a child. Because now you need help to pay the bills, to pay your car. You're a dependent. You're a little baby. Then you're lying, talking about, yeah, I love being married. It's the best thing. No, 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 it ain't. You just a sucker. You sucker. You afraid to speak up and be independent. Sure, you could do it. You could do it. All right, if you're independent, don't want to be independent anymore, find a person. Find a way to find a person and see what's going on. Anyway, if you could do it. But big kiss to everybody. I want the best for y'all. You know, love everybody, man. Love everybody. There's a lot of hurt out there. A lot of people walking around shell shocked and thinking they're the only ones going through pain and sorrow. You know, you're not the only one. You can make it through. You know. All right. So, ice tank. Yo, I do all my tanks the same. The last one was rage, right? This is my squishy ice tank. See, it's squishy because well, I don't got no tank arts, boy. They all got sacrificed. All my tank arts got sacrificed. You know what I'm saying? But I'll get them back eventually, I think. You know? Alright, so let's talk about the powers. Let's go straight to the powers and then I'll show you all the skill points and then the allies that I use. The powers I use is I use a pull, right? Inescapable storm, and then boom, frost slam to knock down all the dudes. Right? I used to use was it resonating gales? Making them vulnerable to free chilling any damage. Oh yeah, conjure a chilling gale on your enemies, damaging and pulling them in. You know, you want to group them up, So you can use this one or Frost Slam. Right now I'm using Frost Slam because when I use Frost Slam, you got the little mod here. Um, Boom, restorative Frost Slam. So slam, you get a little heal, you know? Alright, and then when I put on the shield, bam, regenerative shielding. Heal yourself when using a shield superpower. Okay? So I'm going pull them, and then boom, knock them to the ground. And pull them, that could be on the boss. So and then anytime a little ad come around, bam, they'll get pulled into that too. Man, they're just gonna come to you because of your dominance, right? Bam. And after that, boom, pull on the shield. Bam. Pull, I'm blocking. I don't do fighting battle tanking, right? I just keep it simple. All the tanks, all my tanks, the same thing. Rage, Earth. Earth is a little different and cool. I like it because you had that little crystal. He go out and fight for you. You know, then shield again. Pull. And we'll go look at the powers again. Then another shield. And pull. Slam. And the shield you're getting healed. The slam you're getting healed. You know what I'm saying? Alright, the name of those powers is powers. Winter Ward, that's a shield. Bam, right? Hard Light Shield in Iconics. Yep. Then Reflection and Shatter Restraints. Okay? I don't use a supercharge as a tank. None of my tanks. Fire, Ice, Atomic, freaking Earth. I do them all the same. All the same. Okay, now let's look at our skill points. Right? Our skill points. Weapons. Weapons for bow. I use this Kip Out Launcher. The reason why I do this because it's a quick little combination in the weapon. I put replenishing adapter, not the shield, not all that other stuff, but replenishing adapter so I'll get my power back. So when you buy yourself, just doing this. That quick, you're getting power back. It's like this. Tap hold, tap hold, tap hold. And when you're down in power, you'll see it building back up. Well, it's not really counting here if they're gonna give you the power, but that's how I'm doing. Tap holding when I'm tanking. When I'm running out of power a little bit. Okay. So that's the weapon. That's the weapon, shorty. Now it's weapon. Flight. Do all these to get power back. All these. This is very good. Swoop attack if you flight to get up and start running. Oh yeah, supposed to have this to one there too. No, that's another power I'm thinking about. Never mind. I used to use this, but I just use a regular powers pull. Power pull. Alright, swoop attack is good. Speed. Iconic power. Mesmerizing lasso. So that if you had to do the single taunt, they'd be like, single taunt, Gamma. Alright, no problem. Then you go in there, putting your load out. Bam, single taunt. Bam. You know? Or you could keep what you call it in. You can keep shadow restraints in. Or any other power, you know? And just just switch it out. So they like, you ready? Yeah, I'm ready. Oh shoot, I'm in combat. So come back, put your mesmerizing lasso in, and right there. I'm ready. Bang. Do the simple target tank. And if the group tank dies, bam, you still got your group pull everybody. Bam. You go right back until they can get him up. That brings us to the next. Well, okay, I'm going to talk about the allies till they get him up, but we'll go to the allies in a little bit. So now that's the iconics, right? That's all I got. That and shield, battle tank. I'll use that, but that's not a big thing. I don't really battle tank for real, so it don't even matter. Iconic, slamming stuff on people, on the enemies, give you some damage. I use that. Stats. Alright. I'll come up through restoration. And you put all your skill points, or a lot of them, into dominance, right? Again, I was given that great advice. And then the rest in restoration. I used to put it all in health. I was told put it in restoration. That's what I did. Put it in restoration, and then the rest in dominance. Some people have less skill points than this. So you just mix it between dominance and restoration. Dominance and restoration. I think any combination you can't go wrong too much, because our tank, our tank gear gives us all those stats anyway, right? The health, the restoration, See, health, restoration, and the freaking dominance, you know? Gives it all to us. Now let's go like this. You see it gives you health, defense, restoration, and dominance, you know? And bam. Okay, now, oh, wait a minute, let's go back through the bobbles. Replenish an adapter in the weapon. Head, I don't use it to supercharge or nothing. I have to go back and look at that, see what I could find that I could use. I don't think there's anything that I really much care for. But 45 blocking, that's what I use. 45 blocking. I'm not interested in doing damage to the tank, just trying to stay alive, right? And keep, just keep alive. So, it's 45 blocking. Um, accelerated shatter restraints. And I got that in there. In the chest, hardy. Restorative frost slam. In any tank, anyone that gives you, heal, I'll throw in there. Tumbling master. And in the hands, that's my tank, regenerative shielding. Bam. That's how I do that part. Now, allies. You can mix and match a whole lot. But what I settled on was Superboy for this. The heal down. If a DPS go down, okay, I'll wait a little bit. Patrol go down. I'll wait a little bit, see if somebody's going to get that person. But soon that heal go down, I don't care if somebody's going for them or not. I'll drop that and let Crypto go for him. That's what I settled on keeping. Superman, shattered restraints. Man, everybody get a shield. You get a shield, she get a shield, everybody get a shield. That's what I use with that ally. Now you can mix and match them. Yep, we can mix and match them. You can have Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy's kind of cool. Toxic Touch. Shields on you have 25% chance to put a debuff on them, reducing their damage by 15% and defenses by 5%. You know, that's pretty all right. Then when in a group, 10%, 2.5 cooldown. Defense is about 2.5%. Another one is Queen Diana. Hitting them with a pull reduces their damage by 10%, their output. Hitting you go down by 10%. Pretty slick, right? And then another one you can use is Wonder Woman. Holding block, give you 10%, power. To release, then you tap melee after a while, then it like boom, it hit out little boom, a little AOE come out of you. Use Wonder Woman for that. Another one you could use is Cyborg for power. If you don't want to use the kip up launcher with the weapon, you can use freaking Cyborg. Another one you could use is her. Yeah, executing a block counter heals you, right? Now, is that you blocking, they hit you and they fall, or when they blocking, you hit them, hold melee or whatever like that, range, and like make them fall, you get heal and heal everybody else too, nearby, but they have to be near to you too, so. But it heals you, that's a nice little thing. A lot of people use Lex Luthor. Oh shoot, I ain't know I have him up on 6. Oh shoot, I boosted him up a little bit. But yeah, I don't use him. That's like it's pretty good. When you're about to die, he help you out real quick. If you when you go below 50% health, he help you out. You know, give you all that restoration and dominance and all that. Pretty good. Increased duration of control effect, resistance, and breakout to 24 seconds. Recover 3% power when using breakout or group breakout. That's pretty alright. Yeah, that's shattered restraints. Every time you use shattered restraints, resistance gain from breakout to 24 seconds. That's pretty alright. That's pretty cool. Use him and Superman. That'd be kind of nice. Alright. Then, who else is it? Him. He gives you power. He gives you power. Regain 50% of your maximum power when you stun an enemy. You stunning all the time as a tank, so you're gonna have a whole bunch of power, right? With him. And yeah, him. Flashpoint Batman. what is it? Activating a weapon buff ability heals you for 5% of your maximum health. That's every 30 seconds. So if you put whatever is 30 seconds. If one of the shields take a long time, I think hard light shield take a long time. I can't remember. Let's look. Hard light shield, is that 30-second cooldown? Yeah, 30-second cooldown. Okay, 30 seconds. Yeah. This is 18-second cooldown. Shadow Restraint Shield is 18 seconds. So you know what you're using. You know you're gonna increase your the time for you to get your shield back once you use that. You know, Flashpoint Batman. They look only 12 seconds on this one. Okay, so that's a decision again. If we gotta figure out. And then you have John Constantine. John Constantine, Runic Recourse, using stat buff trinket, right? Gives you power and a shield. That's pretty slick, ain't it? I don't even know what it look like. I haven't boosted him up to 4 yet to try it. That's pretty slick, you know? It gives you a shield. That's another shield with the stat buff trinket, you know? And then you have regenerative shielding on, you know? So, hey, oh, little tickle. Heals you for 3% of your maximum health over time when performing a lunge attack. That's pretty slick. Every 30 seconds, lunge. Just remember, just keep lunging here and there, and you get 3% of your health back. That's pretty slick. You ain't doing nothing. The enemy gonna be right in front of you. You do a little lunge, he right there. You know, you get 3% of your health back. You know, just you could do it in concert with hard light shield. Every time you hard light shield up, remember you can lunge. You know, cause it's 30 seconds also. You know. All right. So there's a lot of stuff you could do to the tank. And pet henchmen, I use environmental people. But they heal you a little bit too. You know, they give you a little healing 30%. You know, environmental dudes. And this is my little attacking business. See, I really should have the stat buff trinket right here. I should, but I don't. I use bat drone for the fun of it. I'm not doing no damage, you know. Nothing significant. And supply drop. I mean, supply drop. Orbital strike. All right, and that's there you go. There's my squishy ice tank. Pull, pull again. Pull, block it. Pull again. Shield. Pull, pull again. Blocking. Shield. Pull, pull again. Blocking. Shield. Pull, pull again. Blocking. Shield. Real easy. Real easy. That's what I think they call it turtle tank. Yeah, I'm definitely a turtle tank, squishy tank, all that. I don't got no tank arts yet. I'm working on it, boy. Working on it. Okay, there you go, people. You remember, you're loved, boy. You're loved, lady. Okay. All right. See y'all later, boy. Get my 9 back here, and I gotta fix my freaking. Let's fix the helmet real quick, boy. Fix the helmet. All these new pieces of gear, everything getting switched around and whatnot. Bam. Y'all go to the base real quick? Let's go to the base. Bam. I got a small little base. I'm not into a lot of base decorating. Keep it simple. Bam, we here. Hey, look, shorty. Woo! Oh, look at it. Look at it. The best thing in the world, boy. Best space item I like. And this tank right here. Tank. Boom. Oh. Ready. Alright, people, and that's it. That's it, shorty. Got my 9, boy. See y'all out there, boy. See y'all out there. See y'all out there.